Hi guys, I'm Davis the dog guy. This is Milo, this is Harley, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that's very near and dear to my heart as well as Harley and Milo's. This month houses a special holiday for us, which is National Dog Rescue Day. As many of you may know, Harley and Milo here are both rescue dogs. So when Harley and Milo came into my life, we had originally found a Facebook post asking about a home for a dog, and I believe it was actually Milo that we first saw. So originally went down to take them out of a pretty poor situation. I won't go into a whole lot of detail, but when we got there were actually two dogs, and given that they were the last two of the litter, brother and sister, and kind of the oddballs out, we brought both of them home, and that's when the journey really started. So Harley, for example, would really just kind of cower in fear and pee on the floor or wherever you had her when you would go to pet her or pick her up or any sort of interaction with her, and Milo would just absolutely squeal. They were abused physically and mentally and just were in a horrible state. But given that, if you can really understand that there's a lot of patience that needs to be taken and care with rescue dogs, they are some of the most loving creatures on the planet. So let's go over a few things that you'll need to know when you bring your rescue dog into your life. A lot of people will put tail wagging with a good mood with dogs, and that's not always the case. There's different types of tail waggings, and there's a lot of different factors to be taken into account with dogs when you're looking at that body language. For example, if the dog is sort of cowered or crunched up while the tail is wagging, that's generally not the best of signs. The dog is generally stressed out or anxious, a little worried or afraid. So just keep that in mind, and when you're going to pet a dog, especially a new dog, a lot of people will go over the head. That's actually sort of an aggressive tactic to dogs, and they can sort of interpret that in a poor way. The best way to go about it is just to slowly take your hand open palmed and just come in front of the dog's face, slowly of course, and then just kind of pet under their chin. This is the least aggressive and intrusive way to pet a new dog, and it's a great way to open up the door to building trust. So dogs will often yawn in situations where they're stressed out or anxious because it helps calm them. And one of the more interesting parts about that is dogs will generally respond to humans yawning the same way that humans will respond to other humans yawning. So if you find that you're in a stressful situation with your dog, maybe at the vet or maybe meeting them for the first time or park with other dogs, things like that, you can help alleviate some of that stress by yawning with your dog. They may pick up on that and start to yawn and de-stress during the situation. Now, humans and dogs will both do this after a particularly delicious meal, but dogs also do this when they're really anxious. So if you notice your dog is licking his lips when he's meeting a new person, or maybe your rescue dog is meeting you for the first time and they're licking their lips, just kind of stand back a little bit, let them have a little room, do some of the tactics that we've just spoken about, such as yawning or, petting under the dog's chin to gain trust, and just take time, be slow. Eventually you'll garner trust with them. When you bring your dog home for the first time, they're already going to be going through a lot of emotions, stress, anxiety, potentially happiness. There's a lot going on in their minds, and that might cause them to already have a bit of an upset stomach. So it's very important to get information as to what they were being fed at the shelter or wherever you rescued them from. If it's a good brand, not a bad idea to stick on it. Generally, a lot of shelters will use cheaper brands. It's just what they have available to them monetarily. So when you get home, try to get a small bag of whatever they were being fed and move them over to a more premium food. Obviously, a premium food will give them much more energy, a better coat, better teeth. It's all around just a better thing for your dog, health and wellness wise. Something like addiction with novel proteins and all sorts of different flavors, that's what I moved my dogs over to when they first got home. So in California, we're unable to get kangaroo, unfortunately, which is one of Addiction Food's best flavors. It's a fantastic novel protein made out of kangaroo meat. It's got a lot of omega-3s, a lot of protein, red meats, amino acids. Truly a fantastic food. And what's lovely about it is, given it's kangaroo meat, I've never met a dog that's been exposed to that meat, so I've never seen a dog that's had allergies to it. Another great food that we can get here in California is Addiction's Salmon Blue. That's made with king salmon. It's high in omega-3s again, really good for joint health, coat health, and they absolutely love it. I noticed a great difference in their bowel health, their energy levels, and their coats. So I'd highly recommend getting a premium food for your new rescue dog, as it's one of the biggest improvements you can make to their life. Alright guys, so during the month of May, I've partnered with Addiction, and they're going to give a 10% off discount code, I believe it is, for everyone to try their new food for National Dog Rescue Day. So give it a try. I can pretty much guarantee you guys will love it. Your dogs will absolutely love it. And it'll give them a long, healthy, prosperous life. And it'll give you guys a lot of joy too, because that's everything that rescue dogs bring. If you guys are interested in getting a rescue dog, we also work pretty closely with the LaBelle Foundation and Marley's Mutts, so please do feel free to give them a look. They are a fantastic rescue organization. Both of them do use premium quality foods as well, and they just do amazing work. So guys, if there's anything you'd like us to cover in the next video, please let us know. We'd love to hear comments, anything else that you need to tell us. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. I'm Davis the Dog Guy. This is Harley. This is Milo. And we'll see you later.